Welcome back to the Red Dirt Road podcast. Marshall Farnsworth and singer-songwriter and my uncle, K K Farnsworth.
Hey there.
We've had him on here before, last year for a couple episodes, and he was on in earlier, it must have been, a couple episodes ago in our first live show, I guess you can say, in the audience. Kind of doing a live show right now, sort of. I got my girlfriend in the kitchen right now, finishing up, and so that's about it. So, but before we get into this, just got back from Chicago, first time there. You had said that you went to Chicago for Dave Matthews.
To a Dave Matthews concert there, and went and picked up a band one time. And I've been to Chicago a few times.
Yeah, it was a pretty good trip for me. A lot of walking. Emma has a thing on her phone or her watch where we can track how many miles we went, and it's about 20 miles total that we walked.
Nice.
In just a couple days. So public transit and walking, a lot different from around here, but pretty cool place. Went into this place called Richard's Bar, very smoky. We'll Burn That Bridge is getting into what we're getting into today. And so it's second song off of the Hardworking Man album. Shortest song on the album at 2:57, written by Ronnie Dunn and Don Cook. And let's see what peaked at number 2, actually just behind Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson. And the song is sort of about the guy who's singing is talking to a woman whose man has left her, and he's saying that he's basically gonna be a lot better than this guy that left her, and saying that we'll burn that bridge when they get there if something else comes up with that guy. So what do you think about this song? I know you were saying that you liked it.
Oh, I like it. I think my band could cover it because it's kind of a rocker, country rocker. It's if you don't tap your foot to this song, something wrong there. It immediately prompts you to do that. And the lyrics, I love good lyrics. And there's some great lyrics in the song. Well written, very catchy. And it's, like I said, it's a rocker. It's really, you move. If you don't hit the dance floor on this one, it's a good song, very good song. Classic. And Ronnie Dunn's vocals, oh my gosh, what can I say? Ronnie Dunn, he's amazing. Amazing. The multi-million-dollar voice.
Yeah, Ronnie Dunn is when I'm listening to other country, and I think, why do I like Brooks and Dunn so much? Because you got some other bands that consistently were better, from song to song. Older ones, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, but Ronnie Dunn has got a better voice than any of them. I don't know of too many artists or any at all that has as good a voice as him, and probably should have had more songs where he was singing, but a few less, maybe with Kix Brooks singing. Kix was a great songwriter and performer, but does not have the vocals like Ronnie Dunn. But this song as well, just the simple kind of beat and sound to it, I really like that kind of classic Brooks and Dunn type feel. Like My Next Broken Heart, very simple song, and it's one of my favorites by them. It's very similar to this one. It's got the fiddle like you were talking about earlier, classic, really nice in between the first and second verse. It's got the whiny guitar sound, which I find all the time in the Brooks and Dunn
pedal steel, yeah.
In that Brooks and Dunn, the past songs, and in the Kix Brooks album we reviewed on here before. So maybe it feels like Kix kind of brought that sound, because I listened to the Ronnie Dunn songs before he was on Brooks and Dunn. He didn't really have that. So that might have been his calling card. And yeah, it's better. I like it more than Hardworking Man, which is the first song off this album. And looking at the album as a whole, it's probably, I haven't listened to it in a little while. It's probably maybe my second favorite off the album, other than That Ain't No Way to Go is a classic, but probably it might be my second favorite. So it's very good and underrated. Although I did go to number 2.
Can I mention one?
Oh,
One
yeah, go ahead.
line? I love good lyrics, like I said, but there's a couple of lines in the song. I love it. We'll put out your old flame. We'll build a bigger fire. You know, the old flame is a cliche that's been used for years, but man, did they cleverly play on that line. We'll put out your old flame and we'll build a bigger fire. That is just genius.
That's true. I didn't even really notice that, going through it. It's kind of like, listen to an Eminem song, like every line, it's got some hidden in there. You don't really notice unless you're really looking at it. Great lyricism. Yeah. Taking it even higher, maybe, bridges going high over water or whatever it is. That might also be something there.
Yep. Very good lyrics in the song.
So,
which you wouldn't think with a simple song as it is, but they're very clever lyrics, like you pointed out earlier.
Yeah.
It's more complex than the meets the eye, really.
No, the best songs they have are the ones I think that they're writing. Some of these other ones on here, they pretty much wrote all of the songs off their first album. And then, I think the best ones they have are the ones that they're writing. I think they're pretty good songwriters, including this one. Got Don Cook as well, who has been he was massive for them on their first album. So getting into Lorain County Fair, I wanted to have probably some other artists on here as well, but so you're the first one that's going to be performing at the Lorain County Fair that I'm having on here. And so just tell people that are going to the fair, want to go to the fair, what your kind of past shows have been like. And then maybe after that, get into what you've got prepared for this year.
Well, it's always fun. It's always a fun gig. We will be playing on Friday of the fair. That's August 27th from 12 noon to 2 p.m. It's only a 2-hour show. And it's on they call it the free entertainment stage, the stage that's behind the grandstand. It's always a blast. And I joke with people, say, hey, there's 20,000 people going to be there, because usually the attendance is about that, even though they're not all in front of us. There might be 100, 200 tops. But hey, they're there somewhere. But we have a blast. We love it. In the past, we had this little trick. We threw these rubber balls out into the audience. They bounced around. And if you grabbed one and we marked our name on it, you brought it back later, you got a free t-shirt. So, and it was cool. We had was a QR code on the back.
Oh, fancy.
You could scan it and it would take you right to the website. So it was cool. We got a lot of t-shirts we gave away. So I don't know if we're going to do that this year. We still have time. I got some of the, I could get some more balls and get some t-shirts made. But anyway, we did that sort of as a gimmick, but it's always a fun show. Lorain County Fair, I call it the big show, 20,000.
The big L.
But, yeah, it's always fun. It's just the big sound. That stage is so much fun. And when we're done, we get to go eat, greasy French fries and oh boy. So, and then the tractor pull, it's always on Friday, the big modified. So that the band that plays after us, unfortunately, they have to compete with all that noise and flame. We don't, because we play 12 to 2. So anyway, if you're out and about, you want to go to Lorain County Fair, Friday, August 27th, me and my band will be there. Eclecticity, 2 hours. We play rock and roll. We've got originals. We got some CDs. We'll be throwing a lot. We give those away too. And for sale at the merch table if you want. But we'll be playing a combination of originals and covers. And it's always a fun time for us. And I think you'll have fun if you show up. So it's Lorain County Fair, they're back. We were going to play last year, but COVID put a damper on that. there pretty much was no fair. So we're back this year, and we played previous years, and it's always a good time. So I'm looking forward to it.
You said it was at noon?
Yeah, 12 noon to 2 p.m. It's 2 hours. So if you're late, we're done at 2 because the next band has to set up and get their stuff all ready to play. I don't know when they play, 3, 4, I don't know, but they need extra time to set up. But we have to get off the stage at 2. We're done at 2 o'clock. So we'll play 12 noon to 2 p.m. So it's a quick 2-hour show. Nothing to it, but we'll rock you. We're looking forward to it. We always have fun.
Sweet. I didn't even really think about a band playing during that truck or the tractor pull, right?
Yeah,
Tractor
yeah.
pull. That thing is so loud because if you live in Wellington, you're listening to this, that you can probably hear it from your house. Because when we lived on Pitts Road down the road, it's a good over a mile away, and you can hear that thing loud and clear inside the house when those things are going. And so if they're at this small band right next door, I mean, they'll have to no one's going to hear it.
We always lucked out and got the early shift, and the next band, not so. They have to compete, poor guys.
So you're playing with a band, right?
Yeah, I have a drummer and a bass player. There's 3 of us. Dave Conklin on drums, Scott Clausen on bass, and me on guitar and vocals, and they back up vocals too. And then there's an opening act for a couple of songs, maybe 3 songs. Yvonne Laird, she's going to be singing 2 or 3 with us at the very beginning, and then it's us after that. So from maybe 2 to 2:30 at the latest, there'll be an opening act, acoustic duet, basically. So yeah, I want to make sure I mention that. So we don't necessarily start right at 12. There'll be the opening act for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops, and then we play from there. So
nice. Yeah, I want to hear some Brooks and Dunn on there. What's any songs? What do you think? Are you going to play originals or any covers?
It's a combination of originals and covers. We do some Rush, we do some Ozzy Osbourne, we do some Tom Petty. What else? We do some David Bowie. I'm trying to remember here. Alice Cooper. Just to kind of give you our genre, but I would love to do that. We'll Burn the Bridge. That would be that would be a cool one to throw together. It wouldn't take us that long, really, to get it together. We got a few practices between now and then, and we're actually doing a show the week before that. We could try it out, but yeah, I would love to do a Brooks and Dunn. Anything beyond that might be a little complicated to get the vocals and the arrangement down, but We'll Burn the Bridge, I think, is something we could maybe accomplish.
Yeah.
So we're going to try that. I'll tell you that. We'll give it our best effort.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll have to. I want to start to get some Red Dirt Road apparel. At least start small with some business cards. I'm wanting to do. My graphic designer over there. Hey, let's get on those business cards. Help me out with.
Get some, and we'll have a merch table at our show, and we'll give it away or sell it. You do whatever you want.
Business cards will be free.
Merchandise table.
So I'll start with that. So hopefully we can at least do that, and then go from there. Any other before we go shows coming up that you're going to be at?
Some other private events that I probably can't say too much about, but they're acoustic stuff, solo acoustic stuff. There's a benefit that I'm playing at the Elks Club on July 31st. I'm doing a solo acoustic on that with two other musicians. So that's not with my band. That's just duet and solo acoustic. So other than that, we played June 19th at the Lindley Center in Wellington. July's pretty light for us. And then August is just what I said, the Conkapalooza and Lorain County Fair. I do a solo acoustic in September at Finley State Park. They do this annual event called I think it's called Tasting in the Woods, Wine Tasting in the Woods. And they have 3 different acts play, and I'm one of them. I'm not sure if I'm up first or not. I think it's like 2 to 6 or something like that. But that's not till September 11th. That's in September. But that's an acoustic solo gig I do, because I also do acoustic solo and then my band. So that's all I got for now.
Sweet. If you are listening to this and you're going to be playing at the fair, get a hold of me and we'll try to do these. I'll try to have a couple more interviews with people, hopefully, and get them out before the fair.